Let's quickly do this. It might be out on defense, Sentinels on attack. Let's get a lot of slugger proves in. Vansili has gifted a sub over towards Bulls. So Bulls, welcome into the Slug Club.
Even though Pancada's still on that KJ.
Yeah, that might be
For God's sake, man.
Sentinels on attack.
Vansili, thank you. Mate, how many... Honestly, how many gifted subs have you done? It's outrageous at the moment. Thank you so much though for the support. Balls again.
I think they were already starting to rotate away when that engage went down, but you're right.
They just took the orb and they're sticking with their initial
plan. Alright, in terms of this one, real proactive from Mibr.
They don't seem concerned. They're all here. It's just Miri's who's waiting around to see if there's going to be
as we can see,
across.
There's no way. There's no way they call this.
He could be a threat. And yeah, there were.
That's crazy.
Oh, I love this.
I was gonna say, imagine if they called going through spawn through the smoke, and they actually do.
Now though, when Mibr comes back into halls, like, I mean, sure, you don't expect them in halls or in spawn, but it's
maybe Desperez is Pancada. How have they done this perfect call?
Coming from the attacker side. I don't know anymore. Saucy's the first one.
How have they done this? The stun's incredible as well.
But it just rewards one. Tries to turn the flash and cannot.
Honestly.
4v2 now in favor of the defensive side. Yeah, they've gotten the spike
The
down.
most fracture round ever. It's very true.
From Mibr.
Oh.
Almost had to spray down death now. 2 low players in spawn, but
okay. He's got the perfect gun for it.
Timing on the players coming out.
It's a good plant for him. Does he have to go main?
Insane for Jeff to pull off.
Volleyed off now, no chance. A little bit of ring around the rosy there.
Yeah, kind of impressive that they managed to do the right thing here. And nice recovery from Mibr. Honestly, when the stun came in and we opened door, I thought it was there were gonna be at least 2 kills, but
through spawn, they didn't really have the right idea of what was going on, and I'm wondering, Pancada there definitely had. I think he saw 3 when he got challenged, right? Seeing 3 there to me is 100% enough to react.
In terms of how they're approaching this, 3 rifles, and then two that can kind of die, but obviously they want to keep the 3 rifles into the bonus. But yeah, everyone investing, so any kind of damage the Sentinels do with the 5 sheriffs.
We'll see what they can do with it. Remember here, it was in the opening half of Pearl. The Sentinels won the pistol, they won the second and the bonus. So can Mibr
was that one of the rifles? Yes, it is.
We didn't really see.
And as we can see, it's kind of for free.
On that first map. So already getting the first kill on what feels like their very first eco. Okay, and then you got find more.
There's a shot for more here. Oh boy. Oh no way!
Wow, man. Dude, he nearly got both of them.
Even as Mibr, but Pancada allows this round to continue to be dangerous here for Mibr. They've got a disadvantage in numbers now.
Just quiet everywhere as Mibr trying to hunt out where the attacking side is. Fault line from JZZ ready. You can tell
they're both going to stun each other.
This could be a pinch if they're not careful.
The timing's crazy.
Timing on the trade. Denying some of that aggression, and you see the gun difference on full display.
Full pinch, but Marv has actually gotten the A site. Can they get the spike over to him? It's the big question.
I don't think this time.
It's going to be tough to get out.
This is going to be close. I don't think there's time to go.
18 seconds left. They don't have time to go A. Marv has to join them in B.
But there's no way you expect Marvin spawn at this point.
He's got to find value. Second, had a bulldog. There's Marv with it. He spotted for 1.
What a weird round this was.
There was definitely an attempt there.
So the German
possibility. But that's the type of thing. Marv is finding the gaps. Def needs to be plugged into those gaps, because that's now twice in a row where I think Mibr, with the risky pushes that they are
2 weird rounds in a row. Yeah, it's true. What's this one gonna have? They did good damage to the bonus. Definitely not as near as it could be. 2 rifles still though.
Against Sentinels in that very first
right, important round for Sentinels. Let's see how much damage Mibr can do.
But it's definitely not picked on.
No early pinch or aggression from the defensive side this round. They have 3 pistols here, too. In this bonus, so it'll be tough to convert. But we'll see if they can. Meanwhile, Sentinel's expecting some of that aggression, or seemingly expecting some of the aggression.
I mean, the big thing to find here for Def is the fact that the lesser weaponry, the 2 players that stayed alive, are going to be on this B site. They already spotted actually only the sheriff of JZZ. So
okay, they get real close to this contact. Is this a knife or is this nades from KO?
At least more guns to be on that
flash to swing.
Flash from Mibr to set up FRZ, and there's no room. They don't get out.
They're gonna go
okay, and then they insta go back. Still a good amount of pressure here. Smoke down, smoke down. And yeah, this is a nice call at the moment.
But look at the mid-round issues. Everybody gone. The only player here left is
how many smokes do they have,
only
though?
got that sheriff.
Got no smoke for canteen.
Here through.
Get a little bit lucky, no one's there.
Nothing.
Don't have the guns for it though, really.
Can't aggressively take as much
No
space.
way, I missed Saucy.
Yeah, he's
crazy.
tucked. He's tucked. Def head as well. It's a trade, a 1-for-1. The spike is planted though. Remember, it's just 1 rifle left on the side of Mibr here. It's just the Bulldog from RGL.
And he's just not recoverable unless they get through. Yes, they just got it, FRZ.
A little bit more oomph behind that fight. You just mentioned him grabbing that rifle, making it work instantly.
Damn.
It's getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, and Pancada has 1 molly, that's it.
So they have to duel.
They have numbers. Do they just take the fight to Sentinel's doorstep? Are they ready for it? Yep, it seems like they are. Mark's gotten 2. It's a 1v1, 56
Wow. Just insta swings him. Love it. Nice round from him. Again, impact, important.
This is a guy
really good bonus. Really good bonus from Mibr though.
Who looked at the partnership system coming on and said, no, I want to rest from this. For anybody else, and for Marv too, you would expect a little bit of a dip, but it looks like that rest has been just incredible for him.
Yeah, we get a massive swing round because of that. It's only Marv that can buy into the next round no matter what. 1 away from his ult as well. So yeah, this is a big round. You're going to see a lot of ults going.
The same, but yeah, aggression out from Heat.
I always love this little box satchel, but it's so well known at this point. It's been in the meta for a 1.5 years now. So you know how to play the elevation on the halls. And speaking of that Marv 1v2 too, I keep mentioning how these momentum shifting rounds do not go in Mibr's favor, and they rely on it so much.
Good luck. See what the Cypher can get on site.
FRZ trying to dance back in the face of utility and so
damn, that was kind of sick.
Spam off the Prowler depth.
And then off the camera, they didn't expect the luck coming in to shoot him in the side. This is a very nice round.
You just don't.
He does his ult. If he can find some value here, Halls, there may be a shot at doing this thing.
1-2 as well. Swing comes in. Ooh.
A 1-for-1 though.
It's so consistently ahead of the stun.
Yeah.
Really nice round. And the good news for them is they only use 1 ult into it, right?
Either the stun sprung too long or too late.
So they're
and Heat too early.
They're in a position where they're going to start stacking up some ults. They have a chance now to get their money really high as well. So yeah, there's been a very good recovery from Sentinels.
In that position.
Mibr need to do some damage in this one. They really need to do damage in this one. They at least have some ults if they get it close. But yeah.
So on and so forth. One thing that we haven't mentioned is, maybe he was mentioning how the Cypher is a little bit better against like an anti-neon comp or something like that. But the other thing that it does do is it does allow you a little bit more flexibility as Marv here to use his ult freely. There's no lockdown that he has to break. He doesn't have to save that. So there's an element to what's about to happen to combo this Breach ult and the Brim ult.
Wonder if they try to get Zek in the orb too, because that would add a little bit more firepower to that combo that you were just referring to.
This is an anti-eco. RGL back to business with that shorty in tower. Hasn't found anything with it yet. And he's actually kind of rough in the economy. So you honestly need him to get a kill here. Do they even approach Halls? No.
Marv is so far up.
This could work.
Look at where Marv is. He's in their spawn.
Wait, how did he get here? Yeah, what?
From drop, right?
I guess. That's the only way it could have been. There's he with the showstopper.
Where are they going?
Try to get away.
But the spike, they give it up the plant.
That's okay, but they put
smoked off. You can't get through. Yes, they clear it. But again, breach ult, Brimbolt, second still got it.
And then the truth is, they had Hulk's control the entire time anyway.
Didn't they have no idea that he's there?
They are getting ripped apart.
Yeah, they really are getting ripped apart. It's not working.
Wants to fight.
Marv just stemmed up, ready to go.
He's just everywhere.
RGL Sheriff in a pretty unwinnable situation. Okay.
It's unwinnable, but it could be pretty.
Yeah, it's at least good damage done. Mate, Marv is just finding the most ridiculous timings. It's insane.
Doesn't come through, and Sentinels with their third now.
He just has such a perfect read on this everything that's going on.
I'm so impressed by Marv. He continues where he left off.
This is how he just. I mean, I'm not even sure if they're risks at this point because it's just like it's all over them.
To have a game plan around. And we kind of saw it a little bit on MIBR on Pearl where they were really taking the fight to him on B long, but they're just not able to capitalize. And I think that's, you're actually seeing the improvements that Marv is having from that very first game because he was getting caught out quite a lot. It's not something you don't expect. Marv is an aggressive player. He's not one of those controllers who just never dies first. But in that one, yeah, the guy was a beast.
I think his timings are the funnest part to watch.
Yeah.
To be honest, because you can
Capital
lurk,
underscore
right?
plays. Thank you so much, mate.
Lurking, it's the timing in
Capital
which you lurk
plays.
and when you
Marved
lurk.
is the controller player
You
you aspire to be, honestly.
And that actually relies a lot on communication and chemistry with your team, right?
I think that's fair enough.
Because you're waiting for your teammates to do something.
Thanks so much, mate. 3 months, appreciate you.
Sound to be made.
Yeah, it's kind of mad, isn't it?
You just see it with 3 days of practice.
There's just no dip in form.
He missed his flight
like,
here
there's literally no dip in form. He looks just as good, if not better. Like he's just, he just has crazy impact.
Was just gone because he wasn't there in time. You're absolutely right.
Every game,
again,
every map I've watched so far,
in the server, and you would
I've had to comment on Marv's impact. It's mad.
And again, we mentioned Sentinels and their role changes
that's
quite
silly.
often. Since the beginning of the split starting, Saucy and Pancata joining this
team.
Okay.
Let's get some slug approves in. Vancilli has found the username Hugh
Marv is on this team. You have, I mean, Mako's not on this team, but
thank you for that, Vancilli. Welcome into the Slug Club. Appreciate the appreciate all of the gifted, Vancilli.
Yeah, Pancata's done this a few times now.
Bot coming back.
Very just late. It's not super late. It takes ropes to get.
The thing that worries me the most is just the 30-minute gap between them all. Like he is just scrolling the whole time, just finding them. It's really impressive. Okay, we get into this one. It's a big buy round, especially for MIBR. They're kind of getting boomed out at the moment. They need to get some rounds. Double kill trip. No way.
Kill trip, man. FRZ should have had that kill. I don't know how that doesn't land.
Yeah, I have no idea how he doesn't get that kill.
Pancata wants to force RGL to use his own. But they might not even need to.
And they kind of, as well, you know what I was talking about earlier in terms of Louds, when they use the pressure of the Killjoy ult, this is a good round for it. And they do have him in underpass if they want to use this ult, but yeah, they're just gonna keep the pressure of it again. Don't have to use Killjoy ult, and it's just huge. So there's a lot of people and a lot of teams at the moment that have set strats in terms of anti-Killjoy, anti-KO, and teams are getting so good at working out what they are and then just using it against them. A lot of teams, when they have Cypher as well, this is the most common one, where you have kill trips on site, you play off.
Noted. Spammable.
Damn.
There it is.
Yeah.
They get at least one of those done.
They get 2-9 loss bonus on top of this. They can buy some. They can buy some low buys into it, but yeah, this is a nightmare. We have a judge that's going into heaven. My worry is now that they actually use the ult and this gets stuck in heaven though. Use the Killjoy ult and we get stuck in heaven. Let's see. MIBR have talked about how they handled this round as well. The most common thing you expect them to do is go underpass and use this. So looks like the call from Sentinels is to do the exact opposite.
And they've just come out of a timeout.
And there's a 3-person stack. Damn.
And we haven't even mentioned Pancata and Sasi against their former coach, but is that having a factor in this game?
Well, they have a Brimmy, or maybe they want to get it out of them. Yeah, you're right. That's very true.
You've got utility out for Def as well.
Might even just hold it the whole time so that they don't use Brim ult. We'll see.
A couple members tucked in here though. Pancata getting spotted by that knife, and they're all going to funnel out of tower. They're going to fight for Hall's control, and you see Sentinels are ready for it. They have orbital strikes.
Full passing.
They have lockdowns. They have everything.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
They can take this fight gladly.
Placing swamp grenade.
Yeah, just got to use everything before you go down. Molly's nice though.
Great C's,
One
too.
for one.
I mean, they brought all the time
Did he
in the
just?
world.
Okay.
Yeah.
That lockdown was breakable, though. They're still coming through alls.
Pancata with 3 HP, holding the line, or at least
We don't need to
attempting
peek here. They've got space. Look at Mark's position. He's got his orbital strike,
Yeah.
too.
The Molly, the fault line.
How do they escape is my question now.
They may not be able to. They may not be able to.
I mean, they get the
Oh,
kills
Not
before
too
the
bad.
spike even
Yeah.
explodes, so
MIBR
plenty of
might
time
be
to
happy,
escape.
to be honest, with this round. They got a lot out of them.
There's a good round
I mean,
from
they got a
MIBR
lot out of
finally.
them. It was Fatal.
But still around
and
one for Sentinels. But you're
Pancata's
right,
ult.
there were a couple things that went well their way.
I mean, it shouldn't have
So
been
yeah,
close.
nice round
You
from
saw,
Sentinels, but
given
honestly,
the
MIBR
idea
should be a
that
little bit
Def
happy
had
with how
already
much
called,
damage they
had
did.
that regroup in halls as they were about to open the door, but I think what actually ended up being the success point there is a combination of utility
Alright.
from JZZ, the flash.
I
as
see
well,
this a lot
coming
with
in.
this team.
They're able to swing
They
on
need
that
to
and
start
isolate
using these
Pancata
ults. This is a
really
very
easily.
important round.
The problem
They
for
gotta
MIBR,
use
though,
some
is
of
you look
these
at the money
ults.
for Sentinels, and they're still so okay. Marv was 7,600. That's after a buy as well.
And he's still not had to use that Brim ult,
Yeah.
which he's been holding for a while. He doesn't need to hold it, by the way. Just waiting for a rainy day. Might have been that last round, but they still hold strong.
Early Prowler, the sound to suggest they're rotating off, but it's a nice setup of the fault line and the nade.
I swear these breaches are just having a...
Interesting
They're having
here,
their own
the
little
combo.
mini game of just stun
That
offs.
aftershock with a potential breach ult or Brim ult.
Okay, they get denied a main control, but we'll see
just
how
don't have
long
the
this
info to
stays
quite
heavy for. They
spring
did
that
do
trap
a
yet,
deep
but it is going to
smoke.
be a problem for the
They
retake.
kind of blocked vision for a little bit,
FRZ,
but
let's
yeah.
see if we can get another
These smokes
kill
go in.
streak.
We got
Ideal
another
right,
kill
10
trip over
seconds.
towards site. The
Last
Prowler
time
does
didn't
break
get but
it, so
Sasi's Prowler's perfect.
yeah, they're probably not going to be able to get a kill here unless the spams are
Drops
just
that now. FRZ
crazy.
has to take a slight step back.
Marv still has his ult, and again, we have all of these ults.
Yeah.
They're not playing correctly, though, against the breach and Brim ult right now. They're playing so close up.
There's a little bit of a gap left, and now they're going to ult their own, and that's going to cut off any sort of entry.
Holy hell.
They have to reposition towards Canteen, and that's where they all are now.
He gets a big kill. That's at least a KO done.
4 stacked. Rolling Thunder.
Wait,
and
Marv
dodges
has
it.
so much
Keep
space
going
here.
forward. And
Marv
second
just
stock,
taking
but
so
Marv
much
gets
space.
it, and he gets fired.
He's too good, man. He's just winning them every he's winning them every single swing round.
The round undecided. RGL in the 1v2, the swing around. He cannot land it. Pancata saves it, but what a round for
So he
Marv
ults,
again.
he gets
He's
close.
not back.
He gets
The guy
close here,
never
he
left.
ults this area. And then when they're going for the retake, just walks into the area that he's
This might be a new
ulted,
version
clears
of
it all.
Marv.
Obviously, in reaction to the ult that he did earlier, they've all grouped
It's
over towards
magical. Look at
Canteen.
this.
And then, yeah, they're
His
just not
idea the entire
expecting him
time
to
was
take this
dodge.
timing.
He was 10 steps ahead of me, 10 steps ahead of MIBR. Just looks so good on that
Mate,
stage.
it's so sick watching him having all
And
like have all this
respect
freedom.
shown,
I'm
Pancata.
telling
He
you,
knows
he's
How well
very
his
smart.
teammates playing right now. How well they're playing.
Yep. Real recognized real. Pistols for MIBR.
It's just a crazy situation. Pancata and Marv on the same team right now. What is this? And this is the form they give us.
Yeah, you're right. He's nearly got his ult again.
MIBR stacking towards A.
Nah, they do a triple stack and they don't get any kills. It's done.
An arrival at their own funeral.
It's done. How do they not
And
get a kill
flawless
then?
round for Sentinels.
They are boomed.
We live another day.
And these are starting to get even more brutal. Round after round.
I don't think he was allowed this much freedom. Like
That
some of the
round
stuff
that
he's
Marv
doing
put
is
away,
crazy.
again,
We saw,
big
dude, we
investment
saw him in
they
an
invested
eco
the
round,
the
walk
Brimble,
all
they
the way
invested the
here,
Breach, I actually
drop
think they
down and
got
get
here
into
as his
spawn
own, but
against like a low by
died
eco round.
before even
There's
the
no
the
way he
pulses
would
of
have
the
that
Nova
much
Man
freedom
came
in Optic. Like he's crazy right now. He for sure would have had a
Just
lot of
ridiculous.
freedom, but I don't think it was anywhere close to what they're giving him at the moment. he can do what he wants. He has just a free pass to do whatever the hell he wants. And it's kind of unreal to watch.
But they're not changing anything. Again, KO. Mibr is playing up in tower. RGL playing
but he never like the thing
setup.
that's impressive is he never forces anything. It's not like he's trying to make stuff work. He is literally just like,
such a focal point for them, and they've
I
given
don't
up
know.
completely
He just
on the
finds
aggression,
gaps.
given how poorly that went for them early on. But the chaos was something that they might have been able to thrive in. Now it's simple. Now the approaches that Def is calling make perfect sense.
It's a little bit deep, this, isn't it? Could they not? I guess they're not allowed to.
They're just patient. They're waiting. They aren't really doing a whole lot. Sentinels are just so comfortable to play around this too.
Yeah, I was trying to think that's banned, isn't it? If they did the jump on the head. Most definitely banned.
Torbs too. When you see a team this fresh,
okay, good amount of pressure created here, and then they group over towards here. As we can see, this is the site where there's only one person, so they've chosen perfectly. We are going to see an instant reaction over towards A in terms of the push, but Killjoy is just so ready for this, and they're going to think Killjoy's going to be good. I think Killjoy's going to be good for 2. Give me the Killjoy. 1. A little bit early on that one though. Okay, how on earth has the KO killed 3 on site? How has he killed 3 on site? That's wild.
And I think that might have been the reason why Marv was able to abuse that side of the map so consistently. But Sentinels also choosing something they haven't gone for before, something that they haven't seen how they're playing up in tower at all. Most of the time when you went for that B hit on the side of Sentinels, they had already called out the rotation. So maybe in the timeout prior to this, Bazooka was talking to them about how they're over-rotating.
Alright, big run for them though. But yeah, Sentinels.
So much room for Sentinels to
I kind of like their timeouts at the moment.
We get another chance now.
Just always making sure that it never gets out of control.
Trying to shore up the rest of this half.
Yeah.
Still an opportunity for a 9-3. Because, and again, I just can't help but think about what adjustments MIBR has to make here, and what can they make? Maybe out of this they try something different.
Full confidence there from Kaplan.
Yep.
A look of concern for Bazooka.
Jesus, mate.
How difficult it must be for him.
Chat. Let's get some Slugger
shots against
let's get some Slugger proofs in. Sure. Vansili has gifted a sub over towards Fours.
Sentinels team, it's not
Keen.
their show. So you're calling not only against that, but also the ideas that
it's a nice find, I guess.
Ideas and pressure that Marv is bringing.
Respect.
And second too, that guy's proactive.
He's got the ult to work with too. Wants a little bit more.
That was worse. Why was that worse? That's not worse than just saying it.
Numbers in favor of Sentinels.
Vansili, appreciate it. You're an icon. Don't encourage him.
JZZ has to get this here. If they want to shot the front, he had to get that kill.
Great shoulder, but Picato's gonna find him now.
Yeah. Oh. He knows he's surrounded though. Using the ult, him still getting the kill.
Yes.
Still getting hunted.
Love everything about this. Ah, that's so unlucky.
1v1 now. Def with the rolling thunder.
Man, you saw his thought process. It was so good.
Difference maker, at least has the potential to be.
Looking at FRZ, he has the opportunity to use the Cypher ult, but he cannot. He'll give up this position.
Ah, go on, do it for your teammate. He deserves it.
Spike ticking away.
I was going to say you can ult, right?
And there it is, the ult right on cue. You mentioned it, dumping everything in the kitchen sink towards his direction. First the ult, then the aftershock, now the fault line. Breaches are just bullies. Can FRZ navigate this anyway? First shoulder from the
nicely handled from Def. He did great. He did really well, to be honest. Yeah, he dealt with everything very, very well
in this series. But when asked, he delivers. Sentinels putting up the opportunity for the exact same. scoreline
I gotta
that we saw
accept
on
it.
Pearl. It's Marv who's leading the way, and wow, look at that purchase. What is that? A little cheeky op with the bank that they have.
Attack side brim op, yeah, man. Spotted early on. You would just never think, even if you have info where the brim is, you'd never think that there's an op there.
Yeah, exactly. You actually low-key want to challenge again.
Yeah.
Get rid of that threat of a lurk.
Uh-oh.
But look at this pinch. They're coming in on so many places, and they're stuck on the rope right now. Great flash, but that's for the player's tree.
Thought that fall line was going to be a problem. They used Nightfall. They're going to swing out right on one. Unreal from Saucy again. They take the fight gladly.
And that breach hold does nothing now. They have all the worlds of delay.
Dude, what the hell is that
Prowler
arch?
2 to deny just a little bit longer.
And they can plant for spawn
Damn,
now, and Marv's already
That
taking
fast
that
kill
space.
was wild. Like it was
so
such
aware
a
of the game,
embrace
so
of the game,
aware.
but it
When his
was so
players
much
call
faster than I thought it was going to be.
That he can take extra. He goes for it every time.
Still sitting on that ult.
Okay, still got an ult
Waiting
for this
to pull
one.
the trigger.
Arch, I can't say that, man.
One spotted. RGL's the weakest one, 4 HP. He takes a challenge anyway. Perhaps gets a little too cheeky with it. Either way, JZZ left in this 1v2. Time not on his side. Swinging around, isolating the first. To spam on the second, not landing.
Second chance for JZZ.
Second chance for Def, and he wins it again.
Def is just coming out on top. All of the one-on-ones. Chalice get a lot of Slugger proves in for
There
Arch.
wasn't a blessing last time.
Yep.
And Ball, I'm not
He's
gonna lie to you, it doesn't feel like there's a chance of one here.
he's gifted. He's definitely gifted a sub.
In this round. What is that? I mean, the Nightfall combined with the Prowler definitely allows for extra pressure, but he just
Okay,
swings
over towards
running
Pen.
speed with the Phantom.
And the Molly was intended
Is
to
Pumpu
deny that.
9192.
Right, it was intended to keep him back from doing that exact
Pretty-
same thing, but he just full on swings, gets it 2K. Let's throw it down to the deaths to break down that first half.
Honestly, I think that one got handled
much,
alright.
Doug and Balla, and just Sentinels, they look so comfy. They feel like, you give them a blanket, maybe a pillow.
This is a crazy
Bring
half.
them, you know,
Sentinels
maybe
are
a
looking
warm
good.
cup of tea.
Is that an option for us?
Maybe.
When you put in the
But
fact that
honestly
like
just feels like what's happening right now. They just
Marv
look so
is winning
They look
so many
incredible,
impact
and
rounds,
what's tragic is I think
and
that
Def is
MIBR
clutching
done a better
everything
job
as
with
well.
map number 1 of having some ideas that work out for them, but still Sen is stealing away every one of these late rounds.
Yeah, you see this right here, MIBR understanding the state of the game. This could be Marv's ultimate, but they come down, they grab the orb ultimate, but at the same time, Mimi, Sentinels is ready. They're thinking this is gonna happen. They've prepped it, and they're ready to go.
And the reaction is really good out of them as well. After MIBR gets that initial space, it's instantly this execute into this ace site, and they're using that Fade utility to clear out.
Yeah,
and
that
then
was
once
so
that
nice,
pressure has been
that round.
applied, once so much has been put on, someone tries to go help the Cypher. Pencata's on the other side to lurk through and win it. And in the post one, it's just the Sentinels players popping
And
off.
MIBR
as
one
we've
pistol?
seen consistently
No.
throughout map number 1 and now into the second
Today?
map as well here. Every one of
That's
these guys is
mad.
just so
That
confident.
keeps
I mean,
happening
we're
today.
firing up on Brimstone
That
on
keeps
the
happening
final
today.
round.
That's
That says a lot about the
crazy.
game.
Yeah, it just shows
Damn, they're
though
getting
that
so
MIBR
boomed
is
out.
attempting to read the game, the state of the game, where they're at, but nothing comes to fruition for them right now.
Yeah, you know, you got to have the follow-up, right? And it's simply just not there for MIBR. And Sentinels, it's all follow-up.
Yeah.
They're backing each other up. They have the lurks, and honestly,
For
Marv
God's
coming to
sake.
this team, I did not think it was going to
Logic
change
follow.
the core of it this much. Goodness gracious, Marv, just keep this boy forever. He's disgusting.
He really is.
Chalice, get some
And
Slugger
for
proofs in for
MIBR,
Logic
it's
underscore
just a
Valo.
continuation of that Leviathan series. 3 maps in a row.
Yeah,
they got stomped out.
I
This
can't-
one is
I'm not
looking like it's
sure.
gonna be the same
Okay.
pace. I'm just waiting for the recovery. I'm waiting for the MIBR. that
Welcome
upset
in,
NRG that
Maiko.
has these fantastic individual moments. You see glimpses of it. With JZZ almost stealing away 2 rounds right at the end, but still
Maiko
shut it down.
X, very long.
It's just a brutal situation.
It really is.
That's like the
It
best way I can
truly,
handle that.
Truly is. But the score is 9-3. Is it a blessing or a curse? Well, let's go ahead and send it over to our casters for the second half. Fun fact, they used to be rappers in the 90s, and they went by Dougie Fresh and Balla Shot Caller.
This is 1000% true. And there's just no denying that whatsoever. A little bit of Doug and Ball lore. You know, Mimi said she was waiting
The account
for
was
the
literally
comeback,
created
waiting
today.
for it to
Chat, you
come,
can't
and
make
it
accounts for
just
this.
seems like
That's so
Sentinels are
dumb.
far ahead of everything
You can't
here.
be
I think
making
she's gonna
Twitch
be
accounts
waiting for a
purely
long
for
time.
this. That's outrageous.
So potentially
That's a
follow-up
whole
matchup, because right
stupid
now, I
level
think
that we
MIBR
shouldn't go
comes
to.
into this super week looking flat. And this is,
All
again,
right,
like they just
let's
said,
see if
the team that
MIBR can
upset
win double pistol.
NRG last week.
Bring them down.
And we had doubts about what exactly that meant. But
Account created 15 minutes ago. You lot of idiots, man. Who's doing this? That's, yeah, honestly, respect.
Such a pivotal part in the season too.
Sometimes you just gotta respect.
These games back to back, while difficult as a gauntlet for everyone, you have such an opportunity to separate yourself from the pack. Or just fall flat. MIBR still with a chance at this thing though. They're gonna get on to A. They should be able to get the spike down as well.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, let's look at this. Nade's coming in. Might go a bit too far. Does it kill him? Oh, it's beyond perfect.
What a combination.
Stun was great as well.
Off of that fault line.
Chat, let's get some slugger proofs in for Monkey Meatloaf.
They've got numbers. They've got numbers and they can overwhelm what MIBR have.
Let's wait for the pistol.
Saucy's on a heater, bro.
Last player standing.
It's another round for Sentinels. This very well may be
Okay, well that one's pretty much done. That kind of seals it once again.
3 of 4 if I'm not mistaken.
3 out of 4. And it's exactly the same start we got on Pearl, by the way. MIBR, 3 rounds on this map.
I don't even know.
The fact that they won.
I don't even know how I'd get out of this one, to be honest with you.
There's only 1 gun round after that. This is tough. There's nobody able to swing off of that util from JZZ. That stun continues
like
to be
Holly.
Too late. And the swing too early.
Holly P. Holly P. Huck.
Forced it though.
That's fine. Chat, how stop all of these. Look at some of these. You lot are coming in fast with them. Toothless, thank you so much. Let's get some slugger proofs in for Toothless.
Against Loud, they had an opportunity of winning that series 2-0. Against Leviathan, it was the same thing.
Fancy, I've read that one as well. Okay, let's quickly look at what they're buying. 4 rifles into this one. So
now here on Super Week, it's the tougher part too because you have to re-prepare very fast.
Okay, this one's not too bad, I guess. Toothless is gifting a sub over towards Bum Sweaty. Welcome in.
On overtime.
And then, yeah, this one, I don't know about. Van Silly, thank you so much. Slug approved in.
Perhaps for JZC's fault line.
York.
Miri's knife.
So I gotta say, York Ox. Mole.
Cheeky little, huh? Yeah.
That's he's over the smokes, by the way.
he's getting outrageous.
About when they come out. Now, the to be given here. Remember last time the YouTube was great. This time
this one's getting outrageous. Do you know what? In my head that one didn't sound too bad. And then I said it out loud and I was like, damn. Yeah, okay, that one actually. That one's great. Wait. Chat, this is all your fault. They're gonna win this round now.
That's Sheriff putting in a little extra work, but it needs to do more because Sentinels have been able to equalize this thing. Have numbers back their way. Zekin overwhelms. And JZZ, who started the round with a Marshall, is left with way too much to do.
Why am I so nervous now every time I see a gift? Every time I see a gifted, I'm just looking at the name, just like, is this...
Conversion, even though they lost those 2 coming out of rope.
Just get some slugger bruise with the Anon.
Crazy part too.
Dude, I can't, surely.
Sentinels close to one of those wins, but the only win they have this season so far is over 100 Ps.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna have to call this Munch. Thank you, Anon Gifter. Appreciate it. I'm gonna just call you Munch. Welcome into the Soft Cup.
And bring themselves to 2 and 3, which is a tough start to say the least, but this might be the signs of life they needed.
Look at that plush, man. Hat. Got a pin on the shirt.
Sweating? Mate, it's late. It's late. The forehead is shining.
Well done.
It's outrageous. Wait, Monkey Meatloaf, you gifted a sub before you were even part of the Slug Club. You joined in with everything before you joined the Slug Club. Honestly, mad respects again. Thank you so much, though. Welcome into the Slug Club. Monkey Meatloaf, welcome in with the Prime. Appreciate it. And Teats, yeah, I'm not going to be doing that one, Teats. Not going to be doing that one, but chat, let's get some Slug approves in for Teats. He's gifted Jack into the Slug Club. Welcome, Jack.
And it may be too little too late at this point. We'll see if something changes out of the timeout.
Dude.
Right, ball, there's a lot they have to adjust here to get back
What is
this
thing. One?
I mean, the timeline tells the whole story.
I can't even say the name that's been gifted it. You lot have just entered a whole new meta. Like the meta's been pushed out to just the craziest level.
Sentinels on this defense,
Okay, remember Maiko from earlier? Maiko has now gifted a sub over over towards. I mean, really, dude. Sliggy slug nuts. Like, for God's sake. Chat. Stop. Stop the madness.
Hearing the word picked up, chooses not to swing.
Stop the madness.
A lot of info.
Come on.
He's patient, man. Oh my gosh, she's so patient, but RGL was wise to it, was ready for it.
Thank you, Eric, for stopping this. Shall let's get some slugs in. Let's get some slugs in for the prime. Appreciate it. Eric, welcome in. Welcome to the Slug Club. Dude, Fan Silly as well, thank you for the gifted.
Or maybe
what's this one?
Get a flank on
Jesus.
Which is coming first?
And welcome into the Slug Club.
Another kill for FRZ.
And Silly, thank you for the gifted one.
Trade it back though with the Bulldog. Remember, this is just a bonus.
Chat, I'm missing the game. I'm missing the game. The poor people that are going onto my YouTube VODs wanting to tune into this game. Sentinel's their favorite team. They're finally getting some wins under the belt. And the last 10 minutes is me reading out stupid names.
The knife cleared. They know where he is. There's that flash. The turn. And it might still be good. It's a 1v2. Pankala weak here with a nade in his lap. Has to swing out and take the fight and cannot.
Alright. Nice bonus from them. They did the NA buy. We get into the proper round here, so we should pay attention to this. Vancity gifted over towards Anne and Logic. Jesus, mate. Definitely can't be doing that one.
But in my mind, with still flaws.
Yeah. X, welcome into the Slug Club.
11-4. Sentinels lose that bonus, but look, still plenty of money to go around, and Saucy actually only with the sheriff given that
right,
investment.
Let's get into this one because it's important. Chat. Everyone behave for a little bit. Gonna circle everyone that cannot buy next.
It seems like they're starting to find a little bit of traction here off these slower rounds.
Maybe they have light armor, but
he hasn't been. Oh, they're going fast. Mark's under pressure, but he's going by himself?
Yeah, there's no follow-up.
Yeah, there was nothing behind this one, and he has time to
first duel because his teammates have been doing more of that than him, and it's the same story as Neon.
He has smokes if he wants to play off them. Yeah, it's a nice smoke from him.
Not quite yet, Marv.
Hey, they're using everything on Marv, but no one's been able to get to him.
That should help a little bit. There's just so much invested here. You got the flash as well. You've got the rolling thunder, the aftershock, the flash.
There's a guy next to him.
Nades dropping, and Miri's getting the timing.
He bought so much time though that everyone's here, and it's fine.
And now they're stuck in the same position as last round. The smokes are faded. They have no more for RGL.
Yeah, and they have a razor. They have breach damage. It's gonna be very hard for them to plant here.
Spike's now making its way on though.
I like the reposition from Sassy as well. That was really nice. Reposition from Sassy is great. This is a constant question for them.
Zekin getting a big one with the ult, 20 seconds left, and the Spike still in tower, still has not left. They've got to find room for JZZ. He was on a hero mission, a solo one.
Wait, you're smart though, fair play.
Backs up for just a moment, 10 seconds left.
Nice shot from Def. He cannot lose a clutch.
The leader once again clutch for Sentinels.
3 1v1s for him.
Match point.
This third 1v1 situation that he converts. Absolutely brutal. Those rounds MIBR need to win. That's one of their win conditions, is win out these close ones. And the idea there for JZZ to fight so that the plant can get down is exactly the same as the last one, but you can see the danger and risk that you're taking when you're going for it. And they've given Sentinels match point.
He's honestly just not needed at the moment, Pleberman. He's just doing his role.
Saucy and Pankala both 1 point away from having their ults, and it's going to be a fight dish. Zach close by.
Like, this is so comfortable, it's crazy.
That nade and the mobility, so clean out from Sentinels, so clean out from Zekin.
Best movement in the game.
Fans, how many gifted have you done though?
The Neon 2 showstopper out from Heat, and he's cleared almost the site.
Still has half of it too. Ooh.
1 HP,
Oh,
missed
I
it.
thought, and you can tell the trap was there. Either way, Spike down 2 rifles, and a little bit else.
I'm concerned about the post plant.
It's a hard retake.
Drop.
It's a real hard retake. Mob has an extra smoke.
Has only the flashes to play off of.
They have no idea there's 3 dish. They have to kind of make a...
That ult should be able to buy some time. There it is.
Oh my god, the stun was great.
Keep them in bay. 3v3 ult use from Miris. Sentinel's trying to dance around everything that's going on. In the face of the ult, Mark pushing forward. Fearless as he tries to face what remains from MIBR. And
Yeah, nicely done. 8 chances down to 7. This is looking all too familiar.
They even get the res up on Miris. I don't know if he would have died
Van
anyway.
Silly, thank you for another one.
Either way, back to that scoreline that we had on Pearl. But
Hey, in my head, this isn't bad though.
Still towards.
But I just have to think.
Though from Sentinels, slightly different situation. And I think that one
Am I
for
just saying
MIBR
his name
finally
wrong?
is a well-played round for sure. No ifs about it. Even though they had kind of a bad situation to start off that post plant, Miris did a great job of actually.
These are the worst ones. The ones that I can't work out, the worst ones. So I have no idea.
Walking to a little bit of a stack here. This could be the end.
Is that what it means in French? That's incredible. Is it in French or is it just normal? Because I'm reading the chat. I'm not reading that like that. That's not how I pronounce that one.
The exploration. He's stuck by himself. And they hear everything. Sasha's gonna be able to call the rotate. But they have 2 players trying to work against it. On the anti-eco, that's very risky. They could lose guns.
Yeah, that's how. Honestly, I was gonna say B on it.
He's gonna be joining the rest of MIBR.
Spike
down and
oh god.
Oh.
Dude, they don't even get a.
Just barely. That's still 1 kill over for second.
There.
Every day is a school day.
Saucy with a bit of utility. He's got 2 prowlers. He's got the Nightfall too. This is far from done. MIBR reinforcements.
It's good after-bomb positions though. They should be so fine.
Look at that crossfire setup. It's going to be so devastatingly brutal to get through if they can manage to get that far. One's dealt with, the second's traded. A 2v2 here. Saucy still has ult. But he finally falls.
Never in doubt.
MIBR
Right.
get to
8
6.
chances down to 6. And that was just a low buy from Sentinels, so nothing to worry about too much.
1 extra round. But still 6 to go. Such a long way. And now, having to get through a full house of Sentinel ults, at least the super important one, they're going to have this breach ult online.
It's over 14-12. The issue is this,
One thing to note,
and they're close to this if they want them.
6 match points against a light armor
Might just
strategy
wait
out of
though.
Sentinels.
They might just wait to secure it. We'll see.
It's taken NA
They at
by
least have the
storm,
option
but
of using them
Brazilian
if they
teams, the top 10 teams,
if they
are
get the
really
first
not
kill.
taking this light armor.
It's a setup. You can see it to get dish control.
Nade's gonna do deeps.
It works,
Yeah,
it
Nade
pushes back what's there
did
for
good
MIBR.
deeps.
Rotating back B and, I mean, making no attempts to conceal it. JZZ 1 point away from having that rolling thunder.
Turret's destroyed.
You see the trap setup, man. JZZ gets the orb. So now, as I was just saying, that rolling thunder online, but Pancada's waiting, primed and ready to use that lockdown if they decide to commit B.
This is where they had success against NRG. Was these pivots
How are they
in the
gonna
mid-round.
expect him to have taken this timing and
But
walk
it's gonna end
close?
up costing them
They don't have
eventually.
anything to. They got a
It may
boom bot.
not be here,
Oh
though.
boy.
JZZ has a flash, and there are 3. Never mind. He gets 2. He's got the ult. He gets
Damn.
the third.
And now they're freedom to use the ults.
Could that be it? FRZ fighting for dear life.
Marth
to keep
does
it
go down with
interesting.
his ult there though.
So looking at Pancada, I thought he might have ran up to go defend the spike, but they've given it up. 20 seconds. They don't even have time here, Doug.
Yeah,
It is
they
almost
literally don't
over.
have time.
They've got
It is over. The Nightfall confirms they're not there. Wait, they're gonna rotate.
Oh, Zekken had no idea.
It's a foot race. Can they get there fast enough?
Wait,
Flash.
no way is the craziest round.
You gotta
All of a
go.
sudden,
Zekken had no idea they got the spike.
Even with enough
It's
time to
back
tuck.
on.
But Pancada has ult.
Yeah,
Depth one
just
kill
was
away
around the
from the
corner,
Rolling
never
Thunder.
saw it.
but look at the position of FRZ. They're playing ahead of it.
Prowler first. Info game.
They thought they had the spike and they thought they were going for this, but actually they were going to go get the spike and go back. Second died, but it never turned the corner, never saw the spike.
No caution.
And they have no idea that he's here. Oh god.
You see the ult as well. It's a swing out from FRZ. It's dropped. A 1v1. Saucy, close, weak, 56 HP. And FRZ going aggressive, but he gets the spike through the cage! And he's gonna get the kill!
How's he hit that?
Defenders win.
A dominant performance out from Sentinels. And what looked
Damn.
like MIBR was
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
look
able
good.
to snatch back. Just not able to do so.
Looked like one more round was in the tank there for MIBR. But Sentinels come out strong in their second match to Super Week. A 2-0. And they even things with MIBR. And I think they shoot up in terms of
That's silly.
expected strength out of this team. That was such a good clean 2 matches. Yes, they lost against Loud, but
God's sake.
that's the best team in the league.
Vans is still going. I'm trying to wrap the stream